Hey, so today I'm going to be doing some retail arbitrage. We're going in B&M because there's usually some good deals and stuff in here. So yeah, come on in. So when you enter a retail store, it's best to avoid like store branded stuff because that's definitely not going to exist on Amazon. So it's just ruling out loads of things. So for example, these are B&M, and if you aren't sure, it literally says that right there. So that wouldn't scan, you can't sell that. So yeah, like just avoid things like that. There's plenty of things like that. So if it's Tesco, it'd be Tesco branded, Morrison's branded. You just want to avoid things like that. So some of the things that you're looking out for is things like this, where it had RRP of $30.99, but it's actually $10.99, and that one down there, $39.99 to $22.99. So that could potentially be a deal. Right. So what we're going to do is scan one of them shavers that we just saw. So there might be another barcode somewhere. Right there. So that is going for $22.99. Let's analyse. So that one right there, you'd make £3.02 profit. The ROI is not very high. Obviously, we aren't eligible to sell that, and I knew that going in because I'm only eligible to sell a few things at the point of recording this. But if you were, oh, there we go, we're ungated for that one, just from the get-go. So we could actually sell that now. Let's just check some other things. Yep, so sales is doing okay. So all right, sales, £3.02 profit. That's looking pretty good to me. Let's just check the competition. So there are a couple of FBA sellers on there with low stock levels. Amazon are on there. Let's just check the charts. So it looks like Amazon have had the buy box most of the time. So yeah, they've got quite a hold on that one. So for that reason, I probably wouldn't do it 75% of the time. But the next one is 10% of the time. So that gives me a little bit of hope that I might secure it for a small portion of time. But yeah, this is like a great item. I just wouldn't go for it just because of the buy box hold. So we've spotted some more like stuff where it's been marked down heavily. So it was £60, £24.99, and then this one right here, $50, $19.99. Now it's toothbrushes, so it's nothing that's super exciting, but this one is like an ideal gift sort of thing for Christmas. So we're going to give that a scan. So I've just taken one down off the shelf and we'll give that a scan. Oh no, that doesn't exist on Amazon, so we can't do that one. So let's give this one a try instead. Maybe this one does. $23.49. So it looks like in general this one was brought down everywhere. Now from just my judgment, if it's going for $19.99 in B&M and only $23.49, that's not going to be enough to cover fees. So for that reason, I wouldn't continue any further than that. Here's some more where they have an RRP that's quite high and they're actually selling for a lot less. Now it means one of two things: either in general the standard selling price for that online is a lot lower, or it means that you're actually in for a really good deal. So we're now just going to do a new scan of another thing that we've seen marked down. So it's 34 in B&M, it is $22.99. Let's analyse. Right, so this one will actually make us a loss, and the reason why is because the Amazon fees are quite higher on that one. So look at that referral fee. We can actually sell that item if you wanted to, but look, sales are really low anyway, so it's probably best that we avoid that one. So that's a prime example of something that looks great initially, but when you actually analyse it, it's not. So gift sets are really good, especially around the Q4 period. Things like this, for example, like who isn't going to get something like that? Like, let's be honest. And given that these are also marked down as well, we're going to be scanning those. So we just scanned one of the police ones. Now I know that police is quite popular. However, it doesn't quite cut it in terms of profit. Like, it just misses it in both profit and ROI. So that would be an absolute no. I mean, sales aren't that great anyway. We're gated. I don't know if we can get auto ungated. Yeah, it's been rejected. Is it hazmat? Yeah, so there's a bunch of things to consider with that. So it looks like that's a no. Going upstairs. I don't know what that is on the escalator, but yeah. So all this stuff here, like as great as it all looks, none of this is going to be on Amazon because owned by B&M, so it's all B&M branded stuff. So all of this, no. I know it looks great, but we just can't do it. So this entire aisle is something that we couldn't go ahead with like at all. Like there's no point being in this aisle at all because it's all owned by B&M. You can see that on the banners, and it's very clearly all like B&M branded stuff. So there's no point to this aisle at all. So it's one that we can avoid so we can navigate the store a bit quicker. So even if you aren't like going for any of these, which I don't think you can anyway, you can get some really good inspiration for like bundles and stuff that you can do on Amazon. So for example, this, you get like the drink and the glass. So if you're stuck for an idea for like a unique bundle or just a new bundle in general, you can get some really good inspiration from things like this. Like there's just loads of things combined together. Link's gift sets. The dreaded Christmas gift for every man out there. As terrifying as they are, and as they are when you open them, like just think, everyone gets one. Well, nearly everyone gets one. So they obviously sell really well. So they're definitely a good thing to go for around Q4, something like that. So just to give you an idea of like the sales and stuff, like let's give this one a scan. This is Link's Africa. I don't know anyone that's not had this ever. So it's $3.99. I don't know if that's enough to make us a profit here, but I just want to give you an idea of the sales. Oh, so it makes us a teensy bit of profit, so 20p to 2.28 ROI. And if we look at the sales, like look at that, that's crazy. So yeah, we're gated in that. I don't think we can sell that. Let's give it a try. Oh, we can sell it. We can do links. So we could actually go ahead with this if we wanted to. It's not enough profit for me to justify it, but just for the sake of getting gated, if I needed to, that would be worth it. But I mean, look at themselves. So if you found that for a better price or the price goes up, then yeah, it's something that we could go ahead with. If we actually check the charts, I can just check now if it looks like the pricing is going to go up. So if I just look at the buy box price, so now it's £8 something. A little bit ago in September, it was $9.50, so it went up that bit more. Now, if we go to a longer time range, so this is the longest time range we can do. It looks like this particular one hasn't been available for like the longest time. So like the highest it's ever been is up here at $9.50. It was only there for a bit. So it looks like on average it goes for about £8, $8.50, something like that. So I don't think we can make any more profit on it unless it goes up in time for Christmas. I don't know, it's one to watch. So just going to scan this Fixodent toothpaste. Simple things like this can actually do really well by you. So $2.99. And yeah, look at that, $2.55 profit, over 30% ROI. So that's really good for like a beginner's ROI as like a good ROI. Of course, it's okay to do things that are a bit less than that, but that's like really good. It sells okay, so I might go with a few of them. No IP issues. Low score though, I can imagine that's due to price stability. Let's take a look at that properly. So it doesn't look like there's a buy box right now. Yeah, it looks like there's no buy box on this, so we would have to rely on someone choosing us. I might just go with a couple and see how that goes. So there's no buy box, but obviously it sells like okay. So I'm gonna take just a couple of these, maybe like 4 or 5 or something. So yeah, we're gonna go with these. So just want to show you to be careful with what you're scanning. So this is this, right, but scan the barcode. And this isn't to do with the app, this is just because this barcode isn't associated with like the right ASIN on Amazon. So it's just not the right item. You can see that from the picture, it's not the same at all. Yeah, it's not the right one. You get 3 heads in that, whereas with the one I just scanned you get 4, so it's not quite right. So just be really careful when you are scanning, because as I say, the barcode's not linked to the right ASIN and vice versa. So just another tip, this is actually profitable by the way, but be careful which ones you get, because that's been ripped open, so that wouldn't be like good to go for. You're just gonna have problems with it being like that, and even if you like tape it back up, like customers not going to be happy with that, Amazon aren't going to be happy with that. So just avoid things like this where people have had a go at this one. It's a bit more of an initial investment at $39.99, but look, RRP 100, massive difference, and that probably makes for a great Christmas present as well. So let's just give this one a scan. $39.99. Oh, $39.99. So as we know, we can do Oral-B because we found that out earlier this trip on several products. And so this one is a bit of a heftier investment at $39.99 buy price, but it's a great gift for Christmas, RRP of 100. And even though it's only a little bit of profit, look at the sales, right? The current sales are great, previous are awesome, but the predicted is absolutely crazy. No IP issues, so we know that even though it's only a little bit and it's a hefty initial investment, I know things like this are great, because even if it wasn't as much of an initial investment and it's just a bit, it's the sales that really rack it up. So we can see it's predicted to do so many more over the next 90 days. So for this one, I'd actually go with a bunch of these as well. So here's another one, a JBL speaker. Now these are known for being quite expensive, but in B&M it's only 20 quid. We need to try and get the right barcode because it's got multiple. Yeah, so 20, analyze, and you can see that right there. So already 12.31 profit, 44 ROI, like absolutely nuts. So yeah, we're going to go ahead with that one as well. So JBL is really well known for being like quite expensive but really good quality, and as you just saw from the previous video that I did, like they're going for about £40 on Amazon. Was 29, now 20. It's the white ones and this navy one that we're going to go ahead with. There's a whole bunch of them. There's like there's a bunch of those navy ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like 6 of these white ones. They are security tags, so we'll have to get someone to get them off for us, but we're going to go ahead with as many of these as we can. So I've just finished the shop in B&M. I'm just going to hand you this so I can actually talk with my hands. So we bought a load of stuff. So that was like a handful of items, and that's just one store. There might have been more there, but I've not had the time to go through absolutely every single thing in there, but that's one store, like a bag or two's worth of stuff, right? One store, and there's a whole town. So like there's a lot in it for retail arbitrage, and hopefully that's helped you with some things to look out for, how to navigate the stores quicker, and you know, just show you that there is actually a lot of profitability to be had by finding stuff through retail arbitrage.